Hi and welcome to A Drummer's Guide to, the podcast all about the things that it takes to be a professional musician aside from actually playing your instrument. My name is Emily Dolan Davis. I have been drumming since 1999, professionally since 2008, and helping others to do the same since 2018. So this is going to be a super short episode because basically I felt over the last couple of months, I'd say, that I've been doing episodes, but I feel that I'm maybe either scraping for ideas or doing things for the sake of it, rather than because I feel like I'm giving a lot of value, if that makes sense. And it's become quite difficult to kind of stay. I suppose for me, it's really important to me that I'm actually creating a difference and helping. I'm not just creating episodes for the sake of creating episodes, and I'm worrying that I'm falling into that trap. So I think I'm gonna do things slightly differently. So I'm going to basically take a little break for a couple of weeks, which, by the way, sorry there wasn't an episode last week. I was taking my break from last week. And I think what I'm going to do is now only do episodes based on very specific questions that people have, or specific scenarios that people are trying to deal with within their music career, trying to, develop their professional career, and then create an episode off the back of that response, if that makes sense. So I think it feels like the right thing to do moving forward, because it's great when I do occasionally get questions in, but when I'm just kind of picking subjects out of the air, like I say, it feels very vague, very general, and I'm not about that. I'm about people going through very specific things and working with them on that. And I think if I can sort of present that publicly, I think that will be really useful for other listeners who will go, oh yeah, I'm sort of struggling with that too. I feel like that there are so many sort of things that we all go through that maybe we don't talk about or anything like that. So with that being said, moving forward, if you would like me to do an episode that is answering your specific question, and when I tell you this, please give me as much detail as you can, because it will really help inform me, be able to draw from my own experiences and all that sort of stuff. If you go to emilydrums.com/AMA, I will also ask, I need to change this right now actually, whilst I remember, I will change the intake form to include your email address, so that if I have any follow-up questions, then I will ask you that, just to make sure that the episode is rich with information. If you want to stay anonymous, you can stay anonymous, just let me know. If you want a shout out, let me know. Just let me know, whatever you want, and I will start doing episodes based off the back of answering very specific questions. It just feels more in line with what I'm trying to do. So this is an episode to say, let me know what you're struggling with. Let me help you, and let us both help other listeners of this podcast. So if you go to emilydrums.com/AMA, and as I say, this podcast may not be so much of a weekly podcast anymore, depending on how many questions I get in. But yeah, hopefully it will be. So help me out with that. If you've got issues, if you've got things going on, please help me help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. And if you know that reference, we are friends. And if you don't, it's fine. Anyway, I shall leave you on that note. So I won't do you the usual spiel. Just emilydrums.com/AMA, as in ask me anything, and let's get some episodes together. All right, sending you lots of love. I hope you're well. I'm feeling a little emotionally tender today, if I'm honest, so but it's okay, because I'm about to have a therapy session, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, whatever you're up to, and hopefully I will see you in a couple of weeks for this new revised format, and we'll see how we go with that. Yeah? All right, lots of love to you. I'll speak to you soon. All right, bye.